There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show, and that is the Sierra logo. Which means we're back with the Lytton Police Force in Police Quest Free. For those who follow the channel, they'll know I had a disastrous first playthrough of Police Quest. The Kindred. Yeah, the original Police Quest was a bit long in the tooth for me, but this looks like a substantial upgrade. And there's a name you want to see. Executive Producer Ken Williams. Alright, would you like to skip the introduction? Of course we would. So, let's see what it has in store for us. 1400 hours. And there we are, the protagonist in the exciting introduction of Police Quest. We can hear typing, we can hear office sounds. Let's just examine the menu. We've got your typical sort of mid-90s, early 90s, that sort of stretch Sierra engine here, which is very similar to King's Quest 6. So yeah. And the Space Quest remake kind of reminds me of that. Probably the same engine. You've got a contextually sensitive cursor. Actually, no, that's a lie. It's not sensitive. You can switch. So you can look and touch and so on. So let's look here. That's the door to the homicide office. Sounds good to me. Go to the homicide office. That's where we want to be. Homicide. Neat sound effect. Okay. There's somebody there. Oh, we can't touch him. Let's talk to him. Hey there. Sergeant Bonds, good to see you. Sorry I can't talk. Got an internal affairs meeting and I have to finish writing this report. So, for those who don't know, I like the little scene within scene thing here. That's nice. Police Quest is like a serious point-and-click adventure game. Like, it's like a police procedural thing. You have to actually obey the law, you know, on account of you being a police officer. Let's see. What is that? That's the lieutenant's stuff. So, probably shouldn't touch that. Your desk is neat and orderly, probably because you don't spend a lot of time here. And it's nice little text like that sort of gives you a hint into the character. Your phone sits silently on the desk. Okay, there's something in there. What's that? You remove a form from the basket. It's a departmental disciplinary... Let's try saying that again. Disciplinary action form with a note attached. The note from the lieutenant reads... Bonds, please interview Officer Pat Morales regarding a complaint. The complainant alleges that the officer used profanity and verbally abused him during the issuing of a citation. Determine disciplinary action, if any, based on your interview. Leave this form on my desk when you're done. And we just heard a little noise there. Little ding sound, which means we scored a point. And there are 460 in the game. Can we use our computer? Hey, look! It's meta. It's a computer within a computer game. You need a computer access card first. Oh. I remember there was a game by Dynamics, who also had their games published by Sierra, called Rise of the Dragon, where you had a computer, and you'll notice here, see the way I'm cycling through, something is missing. What could it be? My set of legs, because I'm sitting down. You need to get up out of the chair, man. So, let's do that, and let's exit the scene, shall we? There's our legs. We'd lost them temporarily. Let's explore this, Where are you going, man? Right, there we go. So, what's this? The bulletin board is where people post articles of interest, personal ads, and Chinese restaurant business cards. Sweet. You look over the bulletin board but see nothing of interest. Oh. Let's go this way. Not much in the way of music. It's mostly just atmosphere and typing at the minute. But that's okay. It's, oh. This is the slightly cumbersome Sierra controls sometimes. There we go. He's in the door. Hey. Just as I was complaining about music, there's music. Spooky music. What's on the desk? It is a personnel file. It's one of those mindless executive toys. Look at it go! It's a fiery receptacle. That's one way of putting it. Dr. Ames's chair is made of soft Corinthian leather. The filing cabinets have a lot of dirt on a lot of people. Just looking at the titles of Dr. Ames's books puts you to sleep. The proverbial confessing couch. So, police have a therapist on retainer, presumably. A bit of green is always nice. This guy probably talks to his plants. You prefer a cold beer to Freudian analysis. What about the chair? You don't feel like... You just sat down, I suppose, so... Can we... We can't... Wonder what happens if we take the personnel file. I know that just as you reach for the file, I've probably, lost the game here. Oh no! Hey, that's highly confidential material, Sergeant. While you turn bright red, Dr. Ames asks, "What is it that you want, Bonds? I'm a very busy man." Let's have a chat. You try striking up a conversation with Dr. Sidney Imes. If you haven't got anything useful to show me, Bonds, please leave. I've no time for chit-chat. All right. Gosh. Didn't like the men in blue, did he? What's he doing in a police station then? Okay, there's a door that's open there. So, wait. You're in the hallway of the second level of a Lytton police station. Several office doors line the hallway. Okay, so it's sort of scene setting. Let's go in here. No, Sierra engine, that's not where I wanted to go. I think I have to convince him to go up to the middle part of the... No, get back here. What if I go in there? Like, actually use my hand. There we go. He's on the way. Hey, bunch of people waiting for a lecture. Let's chat to them. Referring to the academy, Carl says, "Welcome back from the Palace of Pain." Sup there. Morales. Oh, that's Morales. I need a word with you in my office after this afternoon's briefing. Oh, so what did I do this time? Wait, don't tell me another complaint from some moron who thinks he was the victim of police brutality. So we got a point for that because I didn't realize that was Morales. What about this old dude? Can we get on with the briefing, Sarge? I've got a date with the coffee shop. And you? Officer Joe Banks responds after being interrupted from his report writing. Whoops. Gee, Sarge, I'd really like to finish this report. So that's my police team. We're the sergeant. Come on, Sergeant, get on with the briefing. Do we walk behind the podium? Or do we use the podium? You can't give a briefing that way. No. Aha. I had to take my briefing notes, which were on the side of the podium. You begin the briefing. Good afternoon, people. I will be filling in for Sergeant Jacko while he's on vacation. You advise the afternoon shift of the procedural information and announcements listed on the clipboard and close by saying, "Have a safe shift and think about making right-hand approaches on your car stops." Okay. And 3 of them have just wandered out. And the guy's still writing the report. Let's just have a quick look. The message board is where the daily briefing notes are posted after the briefing. Soothing, isn't it? That's a nice painting. The chalkboard has nothing important at this time. The podium's used for giving lectures. The clipboard contains notes for the briefing. Okay. That's Officer Joseph Banks, young, smart, and takes his job very seriously. Okay, Joe Banks, you carry on writing your report, and we'll head out and provide disciplinary action. But first, let's randomly go in here. For no reason. Oh, oh yeah, I've been here before. Oh, he's gone. Could I steal that report? It's probably a bad idea. Let's not do that. I want to leave. Let me out of here, game. It doesn't like that. It's a bit finicky, the controls. But, you know, it's one of those things where I think if you take 20 or 30 minutes, you'll be like, right, that's how to do it. It's like the level itself has 3 different planes. The vice door is locked. Okay, let's go this way. Got there eventually. Alright, we're back where we started. So, we've gone into homicide, we've tried to go into vice, and we've gone to the psychologist. I guess what's left is to actually do our job. Oh. Here we go. You have a serious talk with Morales. I have a complaint here alleging that you were verbally abusive to one of the violators you stopped. Oh no. Okay. The complainant states that you yelled, screamed, and used profanity. Alright. I fail to see the problem here. So what do you want from me? The guy was a jerk. Well said, Morales. He'd have liked to do more than file a complaint, if you know what I mean. Continuing the interview, you ask, what, would he want to have taken you out for some coffee or something? Alright, why don't you tell me what happened? I pulled a guy over, right? He's doing 75, maybe 80 in a 50-mile zone. That's no good. I walk up to the car and boom, right away starts eyeing me and lipping off. Oh dear. I'm to put up with that crap. You ask Officer Morales directly. Did you raise your voice and use profanity with the man or not? Look, you try and be in a woman cop for just one day, then tell me how to do my job. Oh no. Truthfully, I don't remember what the hell I said, but whatever it was, I had a damn good reason. Right. Okay, Morales, that's it for now. Get back on duty and see if you can keep the civil in civil servant. Ha ha. Sure, Sarge, whatever you say. Oh, Morales is a bit of a hothead. And nice drum fill there. Ba-da-dum. You think about what you've learned regarding the civilian complaint. Okay? Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the choice. I was wondering because in all the conversations so far, we haven't had any choice. It's just been almost like watching a cutscene. So this is how we deal with the complaint. So we can say it's unfounded. You exonerate the officer. You sustain so that disciplinary action is needed. Or you can just say, I don't know, I'm undetermined. I'm going to exonerate her because she could be useful later. And then you leave the complaint on the lieutenant's desk. High drama. Okay. So, what am I doing now? There we go. Have to exit the right area. Okay. So, we just wander around the police department now. Make a nuisance of myself. Let's go annoy this guy in homicide. Hey man, how's it going? Just here to annoy you. Sergeant Bonds, good to see you. Sorry I can't talk. Right, okay, same as before. So what, we just spend the rest of the day chilling around the office. And this is one of the issues that you can have with point-and-click adventure games. Like, if you don't know exactly what you're doing next, you can sort of wander around aimlessly and not have a clue. And it feels like nothing is happening when really there's some sort of trigger event that you need to hit. But I have to say, compared to the old engine, like, I much prefer this Sierra one. It's this more modern sort of 90s version. So what happens if we activate the elevator? Let's do that. We haven't done that. Okay. Alright. Did it really just simulate waiting on an elevator? Let's go to the 3rd floor. Aha! This looks like dispatch. Let's talk to some people on dispatch. Hey guy, how's it going? The head technician, Mike Downs, stops his work and says, "Listen, Sarge, I'm a very busy person. Unless you're here on official business, I don't have time for you. If you don't have your access card, you're out of cinch, man. I can't let you access my data without the right authorization sequence. These disks don't spin without the right paperwork. Come back when you've got the requisition form. Trying to project your voice through glass proves to be futile." Okay, so we need to... Well, that's helpful. Sure, I'll tell him. What? Tell me what? Hey, Sonny, dispatch needs you to drive out to Aspen Falls to respond to a call. Ha! So dispatch would have contacted me. But I was in the dispatch room, so they were like, yeah, he's here already for some reason. 2nd floor. Aspen Falls. Let's see if we can find that exciting requisition form first. Is it in my office? I suppose I should really go out to my car and get Aspen Falls. What is that? Don't mess with the lieutenant's stuff. Okay, we've got a phone. I suppose... Yes, just like with every other phone, if you randomly pick it up, nothing happens. So he sat there with the phone being like, nothing's happening. What's going on? Is there a requisition form on the desk or anything like that? I don't think there is. Okay. The bulletin board in here is information so old there's a missing person bulletin about Jimmy Hoffa. References. You prefer to catch the criminals. Okay. We need to head out to the car, I think. And we need to get up. Yep. Can't walk when we're in a chair, even though the chair has wheels. Okay. Let's leave our office. We'll worry about that requisition form later, I guess. The exciting adventure of a man searching for a requisition form. Okay, Sonny, let's go to ground floor and get in your car. There's my motor vehicle, I think. Nice atmosphere. Okay. 1408. And away we go. Okay, nice music. Rose? No, that's not the one we want. Should we just turn anyway? Lily. Oh, that didn't work. Alright. Westbound on Lily. We need to find a specific place. 5th? I mean, sure, why not? But if we keep taking those turns, we'll just head, back where we came from. So let's head on a bit more. It's got a nice police scanner there. Peach? Sure. Oh, I missed that stop. So this is like a little mini game where you figure out there's probably some sort of key in the manual to sort of tell you how to get to places. because I am hopelessly lost. I know American cities are have this sort of square, layout for roads and stuff. It's a bit confusing. So what happens if we just head onward? We're ignoring 7th. We're just gonna go straight on. Straight on. 7th? 8th? Nah, we don't need that. Let's just head it straight forward. Is that a gas meter? Might be, because if we go up, it says gas. Huh. So there's the option to brake as well, but I think walls. Oh, right. You turn to go to walls, not you're running into a wall. Oh well. So I'm gonna leave it here because I've gone to 20 and it's a bit drier than your usual Sierra adventure title. I wouldn't compare it to, say, Space Quest or King's Quest or anything like that. You're supposed to be setting an example with your driving, Bonds. There's no excuse for running stop signs. Oh no! Oh, Bonds, you've crashed a car. Oh no, a disapproving police officer. Those curbs just sneak right up on you, don't they? They sure do, officer. Oh, and we're dead. Well, that's good timing, I guess. So what is Police Quest? Like I said, it's not as silly or as humorous or as light-hearted as King's Quest or Space Quest. It's more of a sort of procedural, serious game. Like there's a definite tonal shift from the other adventure titles in their Quest series. But it has all the hallmarks of classic Sierra. It's got that Sierra engine from the 90s that's really good. The one thing it was missing for me was there was a lack of voice acting. That might be down to the release date. I think this came out around 91, sort of around the time of Space Quest 4, but just before the transition to like CD special editions with voice acting. But yeah, it's another fun Sierra adventure, and honestly I think it's a really good one from what little I've seen, and it's worth a look if you're into that sort of thing. And if you like me playing random DOS games, I do it all the time. Feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos on my channel. If you like what you see, you can always subscribe. And if you could do a better beat than any Bobby I've seen, you're probably one of my patrons, who are lawful and orderly, though following the spirit of the law rather than the letter. Look at those names. Until next time.